Yellow. It is your host, aka Metal here. And today, I will explain to you a brand new gambit that I have invented. I don't know if I actually invented a new gambit or not, but if I did, please let me know in the comments below and whatnot. I hope I did invent a new gambit and stuff. Have a good day. Okay, let's take a look. This one, right? Perfect. All right, so we're on chess.com. Okay, watch this. Okay, so there are several different variations of 2 different gambits I created, but you must be on the right side of the board. Watch this. So I'm going to show you the King's GigaGambit first. First, you summon F4, straight up F4, and you're expecting your opponent to play E5 like this, okay? So your next move here is to play D4. This, in my opinion, even though it says bird opening from Gambit, mostly because this guy did this move, that's the from Gambit from his side, you're doing the King's GigaGambit by playing D4. So he has a decision of either taking the D pawn or the F pawn. They most likely will take the F pawn here due to the fact, well, it says here the better move is to actually take the D pawn here by 0.41 compared to the F pawn. But then again, the F pawn is something you don't want to move until the endgame, according to my father, who's 1800 and I'm just like 750. Anyways, my point is that you make them forced to make a decision on which pawn you want them to make, or they can just push forward and that's fine. According to this evaluation bar over here, very good so far. So now there's some things you can't do either way. Unless they push the pawn like this, then you're kind of screwed, because if they do take one of the pawns, what you're going to do immediately afterwards, like if they do this, you're going to immediately build your knight here. Even though it doesn't seem like the best move, it's almost that way by a good... Oh, it actually is the best move. Okay, thank God. So what you gotta do is build this knight here. So that way you have an immediate attack on this pawn here. So they're basically forced to defend like this or something. Something like that. Or they can just do a normal check here. It doesn't matter. As long as you get the knight to a position where it either makes them in danger or just prevents them from moving from the other attack like this. That's basically, in this area, the King's GigaGambit, divorce accepted, as I like to call it. Why is it called a divorce accepted? Well, it's because they took the king-sided pawn instead of the queen-sided pawn, and therefore they made a divorce and whatnot, and that was accepted. Now, and then you do this, which is part of philosophy here. Now, if it was a divorce declined is pushing their own F-pawn up a square to defend themselves, you know what I mean? Now, it seems more advantageous for you either way. So you can either just push your E-pawn, as I said, or just take with D or F pawn. So, yeah, this is the King's GigaGambit. Divorce declined, okay? So you're gonna be basically neutral in the game board, like boom. Okay, you're actually gonna be up a pawn somewhat, and you're gonna have this F pawn or D pawn, either way, advantageously. And you're in their side of the center, which is good. So if they decline your gambit, they already messed up. They have to accept the gambit nonetheless. Now, back to the original strategy. As I said, there's a divorce and there's a marriage. Here's the marriage part. This is the marriage part. I already showed you this before. This is the marriage accepted because they took the queen pawn. Makes sense? And then you develop the knight, and it's actually really good. So they deliver a check here in which you summon this bishop and so on and so forth. It looks more traditional now than it was previously, but it's whatever. Now the marriage declined is when they summon their own D pawn to defend their pawn here, in which there goes boom, and the same results happen. But this time they can actually do this and force you no longer to castle. They can no longer castle. You can no longer castle. Sorry. And then they can continue their own strategy, thereby you basically wasting a move. Even though they're a pawn up, your pawn up. Sorry, your pawn up. You basically wasted your ability to castle because the queen attacked you directly with this movement of sorts. You see this movement over there. So you gotta be careful of the king's GigaGambit marriage declined. Okay, now we're gonna go all the way back. We're gonna go all the way back for the queen's GigaGambit, which is basically a reverse version of the king's GigaGambit, okay? So this happens, and then they expect this, and then you do this. This is the queen's GigaGambit. Now, as you can see, it's 0.5 on the enemy side of the board, so he can either take the E pawn here or the C pawn here. Now, according to this, it's better for them to take the E pawn by a long shot. Makes them a half a point advantage. And what you gotta do, mostly, is prepare your knight as well to c3, which is actually the second best move. The actual best move in this scenario would be pushing this here, in which they can just en passant, which is bad. This is bad. Why would you let them en passant? Which is why when you want to try to do this movement, you gotta develop your knight all the time. Make sure your knight is developed. So that way, in case they do something like... Let me see what's next. Let me see what's next for them. Oh, they just make their own development here, and then you can just take because it's free. You can just take because it's free. From what I'm witnessing here. So it's better for you to try to do the queen's GigaGambit than it is the king's GigaGambit, due to the fact that you're not using your F pawn, but instead using your C pawn, which is kind of more utility based, I guess you can consider, considering the fact that, for example, if they do this, you can go boom or something. Kind of a good move, yes. In my opinion, let me see if that actually was the case. No, it wasn't. It was not good at all. I'm stupid. No, hold on. Let me see what happens if I actually did that. Yeah, it goes from 0.5 to 1.5, which is actually really bad. Never mind about what I just said. I don't know shit. I'm just researching as time goes on. I apologize. But yeah, develop the knight here. Let them develop the knight. Take the free pawn here. And so on and so forth. You're defending this square now with both the knight and the bishop and the queen, which is nice. And so on and so forth. But yeah, this and hold on. Let's go back here. We got the, what is it? Oh, third top engine move is actually the marriage declined variation of the queen's GigaGambit, which gives us a +1 advantage, plus 0.1, sorry. In which we take like this, and then they take back, and then we take back. And now it's neutral again, because what they can just simply do is take the pawn here, and we're just equal, and they have a developed guy compared to us. But we can develop our knight, threaten them, and so on and so forth. So, in my opinion, I feel like the queen's GigaGambit is better than the king's GigaGambit, but you gotta be careful in case no one even tries to attack you towards your F or C pawns respectively, because remember, but there is a way to make it work in case they want to try to do a Scandinavian, because like say they do this and then they do this, well then you just messed up. But let's say they do a Scandinavian, you still can do this queen's GigaGambit. You see, queen GigaGambit's still allowed, and the attack goes here. And then the knight gets developed still. You still got the queen GigaGambit from a Scandinavian defense. But I still recommend it if you use the C pawn in this scenario to kind of confuse them, you know? Kind of confuse them. Be like, what? Okay, I'll just develop my... I think it was a mouse slip. This is me pretending to be the opponent. Let me just make an imaginary scenario. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Try to do the queen GigaGambit. Now I'm gonna pretend I'm the opponent. What the hell? Is this a mouse slip? Oh, okay. And now this is you doing this, and it's like, what the hell are you doing? I'm gonna take this, and then you realize they fell into a trap, and then boom, haha, GG's. You're automatically in a victorious position, even though it says minus 0.6 towards your enemy, in which they can basically do this, in which you can basically like hold on, what the hell is it saying here? Oh, you can either take it and do a check, or you can go back. And I like to take advantage of these kinds of scenarios, so you can do this, which is still kind of reasonable, honestly, because you just doubled up their pawns, which is like what the hell, you know? They don't. No one likes that. No one likes that shit. No one likes that. And now they had to do something, some weird shenanigans. So you can just like I don't know. 92 over here, yes, pretty good. Say good stuff, good stuff. We're actually making a legitimate chess game out of nowhere from the Queen and the King GigaGambit. Let's go back real quick. So let's say boom, 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 and then they do the divorce declined. Let's see what happens with the divorce declined specifically. E takes here. Knight comes out, it seems. Ooh, what the heck? Oh, we pushed this guy, apparently. C takes here. And then knight here. And what does it say? G6? Okay, fair enough. And then you take this. And then bishop G7, it says. So now they got somewhat of a Sicilian hyper-accelerated dragon, which, what the hell is this? I don't know anything about dragon variations with Sicilians. I don't know anything about all that, so I'm going to ignore it completely. I'm gonna ignore all that completely, and now we can go, bam. What the heck was noise? I'm going to ignore whatever that noise was. Temporarily. And right now we're actually at a neutral position from this weird accelerated dragon. From the Queen's GigaGambit. Divorce declined. So yeah, that's the video so far. I mean, like, if there's anything else you want to talk about related to either GigaGambit, in my opinion, just let me know in the comments, and maybe I'll make another video about it, or like a demonstration about it against someone. Like maybe I'll make a demonstration with one of you guys, or like someone on Twitch, to demonstrate the King or Queen GigaGambit. You never know. You never know. We'll make a demonstration one day, an actual gameplay demonstration. Have a good day.